But Elvis was really good friends, from what I understand anyway, from Sputnik, because I used to make trip to Sputnik. Sputnik used to tell me stories about him and Elvis going out all the time. So that kind of all rings true, where he was such a huge fan that he became friends. He befriended a lot of the old time wrestlers around.
No, you're right. I love Sputnik. Let me tell you what, I love Sputnik Monroe. When I was doing music and I went to Sun Records, Knox and Sam Phillips, Knox Phillips and Sam's son, one day they called me and said, look, Sputnik needs to ride to Belleville, Arkansas. This is before I got wrestling, right? I didn't know anything about good guy, bad guy, heel, big face, whatever, right? So me and my friend Ronnie Thorne, we wore our black T-shirts. We rolled our sleeves up. We had our little saddle Oxfords on, our tight little blue jeans. I said, this is going to look so good, man. So we took Sputnik over there. And on the way over, Sputnik goes, look, let's stop at this beer joint over here. I want to get a six-pack for after the show. I said, okay. I pull in. And it was all an African-American beer joint there, right? And I'm going, oh my God. So Sputnik walks in and he goes, who is the roughest mother, you know what, there? And everybody went, you are, Mr. Sputnik, you are. I mean, he loved him. And so we came out and I'm going, oh my God. So then we got in the car and we went to the gig. We parked right out front. Sputnik goes to get dressed. He got a stick. We're sitting right there at ringside. And I kept wondering, during the damn match, I felt something kind of hit me and bumping up against me. And somebody threw a piece of gum and stuck in my damn hair. And I'm going, what the heck? This is a rough place here. I didn't know, because when they saw us with Sputnik, they thought that people hated us to be with him. But we didn't know it. We're just eating our popcorn and drinking our drinks. And people bump around, nudge into us and, come up and give us a finger. And I'm going, what is that all about? I mean, I didn't know. I was so naive. Then we went out to the car and then I realized what it was about. We had one flat tire, mud, big old piece of mud. It had been raining in, big mud thing stuck all over the car. So we got the tire changed. The police helped us through the tire. So we finally got back. Until I got wrestling, he just smarted me up. I still didn't know what it meant, but I love Sputnik. He was great.
Sputnik did a lot. Sputnik did a lot to integrate wrestling audiences, right?
Yes, sir, he did. And I'll tell you what happened. And he told me this story. He said, Jimmy, he said, let me tell you what, we worked on a percentage. He said, so I got with the wrestlers and I told him, look, we should be able to let everybody that comes in, because the more people that come in, the more money we make. So why should we exclude a certain race or certain religion or certain anything, And so that's how they finally broke the barrier down to let everybody get in. And the guys were right, because it was all making money, Sure was.
And Sputnik was one of the big pushes behind that. He once got a ticket, right, for going to an all-black bar, and actually had to appear before court in Memphis and refused to back down.
Oh, yeah, you did. And it caused a lot of heat, but it got a lot of publicity out of it, too. It's also the same time Hutton was going around. He went to a county fair to the rodeo. And this old guy was over there bragging about the rodeo. You probably heard that story. He's going, I can beat any wrestler up. And Sputnik goes, oh, yeah, man, Sputnik hit him. Then Sputnik goes, oh, my God. He goes, I know I'm in trouble. He told me, he said, I knew I was in trouble then, Jimmy. I said, why? He said, didn't even fudge him. And he hit me with a punch. He said, like to knock me in the 2 horse stables over. He said, so they built it up where he was going to fight the cowboy, right? And Sputnik went on TV and said, he sucker punched me. He sucker punched me. He did one of those tricks, said, what's on your shirt? When I looked down, he hit me, which really didn't happen. He hit him. But Sputnik was great. I remember one time Sputnik was managing down there, and Sputnik said, Jimmy Hart, trust me, I know you're managing, but remember this: age and experience shall overcome youth and enthusiasm. And I said, well, Mr. Sputnik, I'm working on both of them. I'm getting older, so I'm working on the age. And the more I'm around you, I'm working on the experience. He said, that's a good question. That's a good answer. I said, thank you.
I was told, Jimmy, that cowboy that punched Sputnik, they were going to book him in a match with Sputnik. And then the cowboy ended up backing out because he thought he was being set up. And Sputnik was worried because he thought the cowboy would kill him.
Right. As my both of them were scared of each other.